NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Come on. Hey. Sixty Vikings.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
18 Cardinal.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Shreds him with his stiff arm.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And trouble trying the middle here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Watson. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Have the 60. 60 Bobcat.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Browns at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Watson on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Here's Watson. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. They go up the middle with Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Chubb. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And it's caught. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, rounds 3.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Watson on first down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Watson just beating the play clock. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Come on.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action. Here's Willis. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They go play action with Willis. That's taken in by Firkser. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Anthony Firkser, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Is good. Makes the score Titans 21, Browns 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Flush to his right. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out. Okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd down, here's Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got a man. It's Burkser, the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down carry for Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Cougar 19.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Play action, Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Eric Wilson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis, 39 yards. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Titans 28, Browns 10.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Henry out of the pistol. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, it's Henry. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, their defense, he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, it's Watson. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And now here is another interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. 30, the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it. So
still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Fix the Eagle! Fix the Eagle!
Second down, here's an option right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
18, Romney, 18, Romney. Let's go.
Willis looking to pass it.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Consistent, made up my mind, and no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get the chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot